We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, Hurts. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Taken down by Reuben Foster.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Matt Bosher.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Love the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Love. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
53, Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jannard Avery able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's complete to Ward. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. There's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like in the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Watch the screen. Pass. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Know your job. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Yeah.
On play action, Haskins. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return will stop right around the 25. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket.
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Play action. Haskins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
I got you. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got 53. Mike, 53.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check. 54. Ricky. Right there. 54, right there. 54.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Eagles' 6-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 25 yards that time. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
To Greg Ward Jr.
14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, here's Love. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Bryce Love with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Good.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he connects with Hurts. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And
as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Haskins on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32.
To number 85. It's a game.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action with Haskins. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Going to give it to Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yeah.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second down, here's Hurts. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Eagles.
Hurts. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles get a score closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Love here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right past the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. That's what I do. Check, 53 is mine. Check, 53 is mine. I'm going to come back to you.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets them 8 yards closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
5-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this to Ward. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Philadelphia.
But 1st down hurts. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Matt Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
On the play. It's 2nd down.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's now
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Switch.
Here's Love again. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
53. Mike 53. Watch QB drop. Kill. Switch.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Brought down at his own 4-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Washington on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Come to the side.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so that's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And able to find Green. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now left side on the swing pass. It's a gain of 5, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Complete to
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Hurts fumbles it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
On 1st down, Gibson. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 55 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. They go play action now. Haskins steps away to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07.